accepted because it was like just an aura of love that was just like, okay, well, listen, this is maybe what you need to do, or consider this, that, or the third. And it was just like, damn, how can you deny it was real? And that's the way it was. And Mr. Flynn, he would always start the group by saying, let's start with a moment of silence. And you don't have to pray. I mean, we were in a group with guys that were believers, guys that weren't believers, Muslims, Christians, Jews, it didn't matter. I mean, everybody was on one page when we came to this group, and it became like a family. Like, New Beginnings was not just a program at all. It was a family, and that's the way we treated each other. It was to the point to where if you were on a unit and something, you know, you see something that wasn't right with one of the brothers in the group or something, we would pull each other up. The same way we were doing in that group. And if one of us got out of line, we would hold each other accountable in that group. Like, we wouldn't let you get away with acting one way on a tier and then coming down the group acting like everything was cool. And Mr. Cornegay definitely put you on the spot. I'm serious. And it seemed like tough love, but it was so real, and it helped so many brothers to grow. I'm talking about grow further than you may even imagine. Then this dude came with the Next Step program. That was a whole nother situation. Well, not a situation, because it wasn't bad. That was a whole nother benefit to what was going on. Because now it's like that same support that we had on the inside transitioned to the outside. So he asked us, before he did anything, he asked us, he was like, you know, we're doing this program outside. He was like, but is it all right with you guys if I share the information that's going on in here with the guys on the outside, and vice versa? Share what's going on the outside with the guys on the inside to let them know your progress and how y'all doing. And he did that out of respect to us, because keep in mind, the group was confidential. That's how serious they was about being able to come down here and speak your mind and speak from the heart and not be ridiculed by what you were going through or what was said. And it worked. I mean, it worked like a jewel, to the point to where brothers like John that came home first, and he was doing good out here. Mr. Flynn would come back, Miss Sandy, Miss Judy, they would come back on Tuesdays and Thursdays with a report that, you know, such and such is out here, he's doing this, that, and the third. And it gave us hope, because if our brother could go out there and do the right thing, what's stopping us? And that's the way it was on the inside, because when you feeling hopeless and you feeling like, I'm gonna go back to doing what I know how to do, you got these stories of guys that's out there really doing it, and they're really making it. And when I got out, the same way they embraced me in there with open arms, they did the same thing on the outside. And I mean, I was working 2 jobs, going to school, like killing myself, man, trying to make it. But it was all good, and I got so much good feedback and encouragement from the group. I mean, like, they provided me with a computer to be able to do my schoolwork. And I finished, not my last semester, I just finished with B's. The semester before that, I finished with all A's. And I'm saying, like, that support came from the Next Step group. Going every Sunday and having that same support that I had on the outside, and thinking I wasn't going to be able to make it or provide or whatever, to being able to be outside, and if I'm going through something, I can speak in that group the same way I spoke on the inside, and I'm not ridiculed. And then Mr. John came to me, he's a genius, he came with this bright idea, well, hey, why don't I help you find a better job? So instead of working 2 jobs, you can work 1 good job. And I said, you know what, all right. He said, why haven't you asked me? I said, because I'm not going to. A couple weeks later, he called me and was like, look, man, I want you to do this, that, and the third. You know what? Now I'm working 1 good job instead of 2 crazy jobs. You know? I'm not going to talk forever, because I can't talk for a long time. I'm serious, because there's so much love in the program. But I'm just saying that Mr. Flynn and all the volunteers, I don't want to get into names. You know, it's so many people that's a part of what's going on here, that I just want to tell y'all that I thank you, and I thank everybody that came out tonight to support not just Mr. Flynn, but the whole group, because, I mean, we are a family. So, being as though y'all here, I guess y'all adopted into the family.